I don't think there's anything that I didn't design when I was young that I couldn't improve today. And somebody who thinks that they can't learn something from somebody's input and then go back and improve it, they're not living in reality. So I started making furniture at 14. And when I was 16, I came out here on a vacation. And my brother was in the service with a guy who owned a factory here who made furniture and accessories for some of the big department stores. His name was Mr. Rhodey. And I was asked to take some things that was sitting there that hadn't been selling and to refashion them, is his word. And he said, "Your brother says you're a designer. Are you?" And I said, "Well, of course," and smiled real big. And he said, "Then make these sell again." And they took off, because the reason I know is I left, went back home to Indiana and started getting royalty checks. I decided to come to California again. There's no question. So I came out here, started working for Rhodey with my own business, started making more products for him. And then he says to me, "Go and apply at this company. Do not tell him I sent you." So I went to work for Hudson Rissman. I was there 7 years. Hudson Rissman was the quintessential of the modern accessories in the United States, especially Los Angeles area. And they gave me a job at the company as a truck driver and as a salesman, half day. And I started a half day. Within a year or less, I was the designer of the company, and within 2 years, I was the head designer. And what happened then is Mrs. Moore, who started California Design Competition, saw my work, asked me to be part of that, and in 1970, she accepted 3 of my designs along with Charles Eames. All of a sudden, he became in my picture, I'm in his picture. And we started winning awards together in all the competitions. And my product was right along with his. And I've been in that plastics business now 45 years. There's casting of my work. There's extruding of material in my work. There's twisting of the material out of sheets. There's beveling and polishing. There's coating of the material and using it. And I'm manipulating it and making it more organic. And that's called blowing acrylic. In other words, you blow hot air in the inside. So what I'm saying is there's about 10 to 12 ways that I handle acrylic that nobody else has done. They may have done one way or two, but they've never done all 12 different sequences. A lot of my furniture is stretched acrylic. I don't know anybody that's ever stretched acrylic for a product except people who make windows and canopies for airplanes and myself. My philosophy is, if I'm designing a chair that's part of the metric line, to design 100 chairs in the metric line so I can pick the best 30 of them and produce them, so that nobody can walk into my studio or to one of my showrooms and say, or to one of the museums and say, "I did something similar to this that's just as good." No, you didn't. We did 100 of them before we picked these 30. It's important to have the physical relationship with architecture, besides just being able to draw a chair or a staircase. Like, I've done a lot of architectural treatments, but until you've built a spiral staircase, you have no idea from a drawing what it takes to make that thing happen and for it to work and for a person to be able to walk up and down it and be safe and to feel secure and to stay there for many, many years and look as good as the day you put it in as 40 years later.